Heinrich, this is Neil. I'm with Bad Ball USA. What do you think were a few factors today? You had a good start with Alpena in playing. Then the momentum was lost. Do you have a few things that you feel went wrong today, and how do you think you guys would improve for the next game?
Oh, there's a lot that went wrong today, not just a few things. Now, yeah, we just lost a little bit of momentum in the middle overs, losing quite a few wickets back to back. That in T20 cricket is a big no-go, and we've done it I think twice today. So we never off Davey and Carl's put us up nicely at the power play, and even when myself and Stephen was out there, we still felt like we could get up to that 180 to close to 200 mark. They started hitting their lengths a little bit and the wicket got quite real slow, so that was making it a little bit tough. And then, like I said, we just lost so many wickets back to back that that's just a killer in T20 cricket, and then you can't set yourself up for the power plays or the back end of the innings. So that was the big red flag that we can look at. Luckily it's not panic station yet. You can't win the tournament in the first game, so something we will discuss and just make some notes about it. And then obviously we didn't have enough on the board. 140 we had a little bit of luck in the power play with the ball, and we've missed our lengths a little bit. The plans were still good. I was very happy with the plans. We just missed a little bit, and the moment we start hitting our lengths, the game changed. Yeah, so it's just a small note. The boys haven't played cricket in a couple of weeks, so it's the fourth game in the tournament. So a little bit of a slow start. It's not ideal, but it's not anything to worry about. We will just make notes of those points and make the boys aware of it, and 2 days time we go again.
Peter Alpena with U.S. Cricket now. The first night, that 260 plus score, I think has put an image in a lot of people's minds that this is going to be a super high scoring ground, super high scoring wicket, and yet in the games since, there's been a lot of feedback that the bounce is a little bit inconsistent, the ball doesn't quite come onto the bat. How would you evaluate the ease or difficulty with which it is to score on that wicket?
Yeah, look, it's a topic that we discuss in our meetings, that if you take Finn Allen's innings out of it, out of this whole competition, there's not a lot of players that really played exceptional innings in the sense of what he done. And if you take his score away, you look at 200 as 180 as a par wicket on or score on this wicket. So we almost took his brilliance aside and reassess from there and almost plan according to the rest of what happened in the 4 innings that happened after that. So everyone, the feedback that we got from the Texas boys, it was two-paced a little bit as well, not as easy as what he made it look like. So it's a lot of information that we got, and we got enough information to make good game plans. And yeah, I think if you get to 180, it's a good score. You can use the slow balls, even though the boundaries are a little bit short, so the pace on sometimes comes on nicely. So that was probably the ball not to bowl. Unless you use it short, that was quite skiddy. So you had enough options as a bowling unit to do, and the spinners actually play a big role, and we didn't think that would have been the case.
Another one, can you say a few words about Wakar's, Salam kid's performance today? As soon as he came in, the wickets, you started seeing some momentum in the game as a ball.
Yeah.
And do you have any few words for his performance today?
Yeah, look, I love that guy. I've been fortunate enough to play, I think, 3 tournaments with him, so I know him quite well, and he's like an underdog, which I love. No, brilliant. He changed a little bit of the momentum. What I've asked after the power play, I've just asked if we can see if we can change the game a little bit. I know we would never win it unless someone takes 2 hat-tricks or something like that, but at least let's see if we can get a couple of wickets and find some momentum for us to go take forward to the next games. And he brought it. First ball, got Josie out, and from there it was just brilliant. Put Maxwell under pressure when he came in. So brilliant. He's going to be a big role for us, and hopefully if the wickets get more abrasive, he's going to play a bigger role for us.
Thank you. Do you feel it's more advantageous to play the afternoon games here or in the evening games? I know you haven't. This is your first game, but
yeah,
you've seen
no, tough to say. obviously with the weather-wise, it will be nice playing in the sun. But no, I don't think it's going to be too much of an advantage, to be fair.
I'm speaking more of like, the weather conditions in terms of just the temperature. It was a lot more comfortable in the afternoon. That was the first afternoon game here. We've had 3 night games now, and it's obviously been, what it's like.
Temperature-wise, obviously, as a person, you will take the sun, but playing in the cold, you get enough clothes to wear and stuff, fancy tools to keep yourself warm. So it's always nice. To be fair, the atmosphere tonight was amazing. They've done an incredible job getting the stadium ready and producing a very good wicket actually to give a good show and put this brand out there. So no, I think in games like this, night games are always a good fun and for the people to watch as well.
And kind of along those lines, we haven't seen anything from the boundary watching outside. Is there any sort of dew factor at night?
The first game apparently there was. There wasn't as much of a breeze. Tonight there was quite a breeze, so the dew doesn't fall that much. And it was quite cold all day, so the temperature difference was not big enough for dew. It's normally when it's quite hot and the temperature drop as well, and then obviously there was a nice breeze, so luckily no dew. But I think it will be a big factor if the weather plays its part. Then I think more teams will bat second.
So very iconic stadium, as like people call the CM. I know we've played all around the world. What's your experience playing here today? Was it different? And any thoughts about being in the historic place and being different from a regular cricket stadium?
I think I've loved it. It's although the boundary sizes are a bit skewed, the wicket almost even it out if the wicket is not too flat. If that's going to be flat, then it's going to be too much towards the batter side. So I think the balance of the wicket is quite good. Everyone is a little bit in the game, but just from the outset, I think coming from outside of or from overseas, obviously, I do watch a bit of baseball. Now you're in a baseball stadium, it's so cool. It's a different atmosphere, and I think they've got it right this season. It would have been even better if we had season 1 and 2 playing more in stadiums like that, and it shows you how not easy it is, but it's doable. Even if this brand gets bigger, you can play on bigger stadiums like this. Hopefully that will be a good goal as well.
Do you have a favorite baseball team or baseball player?
No, I'm one of those guys that watch a lot of baseball, and I just watch the pitches. The skill levels, that's the thing, because the box is nice there, and I'm not a guy to go watch live. I want to sit at a bar, see the box, see how much or how far they miss.
Yeah.
That's the skill. So it's too late in South Africa to watch it sometimes. It's like 1 o'clock in the mornings. So you can't be a consistent fan about it.
Yeah, good.
Happy? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.